All right, today I am demonstrating a glute kickback. Thank you for requesting this, Carolyn Johnson. Much appreciated. I do see a lot of things done wrong in the glute kickback. The primary one being actually going for too much extension. So what we want to do is keep all the tension on the glutes. We want to minimize the tension on the hamstrings. So some of the principles of pelvic positioning that apply to things like hip thrusts also apply to this movement. So what we try to avoid is going into significant anterior pelvic tilt. So in order to get maximum range of motion out of the movement, I want to take a step back and ensure that there is tension on this leg. I want to hinge into the movement as much as possible. You can, if you find it more comfortable, elevate the off foot. In this case, I don't feel that I need to. I am going to increase the knee bend at this part of the movement. The reason I increase the knee bend is because I am now shortening the hamstring. So when I go from a shortened hamstring to a lengthened hamstring as I perform the movement, it's a very ineffective movement for the hamstring to contribute force to. So we are taking the stress off the hamstring and putting it onto the glute. And as I mentioned before, we want to keep the pelvis in posterior or neutral pelvic tilt as opposed to anterior pelvic tilt. So the most common fault that I see is coming back and arching the back excessively in order to get greater range of motion in the leg. Now what you are doing is, again, biomechanically positioning the glute in a manner where its contraction is ineffective. So I want you to brace your core, lean into the movement, lock your pelvis into position, go from a bent leg to a straight leg. Don't try and exaggerate the range of motion. Just feel the contraction there. Keep the spine neutral, keep the core braced, and keep the tension on the glutes at all times. And I can feel a juicy booty pump right now. And I know you all love that.